right, welcome to Your Time, Your Money, the show where your time is just as valuable as your money, and we know that. Matt, welcome today.
Welcome, man. It's a great day. It was actually 60 degrees outside, so I just got done hitting the links. I was very tired, and now I can come in here. We can do a quick burst session, and hopefully we can get a couple callers. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, Upstate's got, 28 phases of winter, and we're in just one of them?
Yeah, we're in phase like 6. Like, you think you're out of the thick of it, but then like tomorrow it's going to be like -6.
And we can get a blizzard.
Right, we're going to get a nor'easter, right? Yeah, so we're going to take advantage of it while we can.
Oh, excellent. So, today I thought would be a good chance to kind of go over one of the tools that we rely on very heavily in our advisory practice, and why it's important to understand it, and then also a nice offer maybe for today's listeners as well that they can partake of. So let's get started. It's your time
and your money. So yeah, I'll let you flip it this time. Now I feel like you were chatting a little while ago, and I think people getting a chance to call in and just have a chat on what we can send them just in the mail. It doesn't need to be a full appointment, guys. Like, we can do stuff virtually, and we can do stuff just in the mail.
Yeah,
I feel like that's such a critical piece, and we have a lot of listeners. I think we're up to like almost 150 or 200 subscribers, which is awesome.
Yep.
And just make a quick call, and you're going to get something really cool. You kind of go over it, Mark.
So one of the tools that we use, that we like to have in our tool belt, is what we call a tax sheet. And basically what it's doing is it's outlaying all the important tax detailed financial data for each year. So for 2023, it gives you your tax brackets, it gives you your updates for contribution limits and stuff like that.
Yep.
For those viewers that can actually see it, it's a nice consolidated trifold that we print out and we rely on very heavily. So let's just go over some of the things that are on there. Yep. We can talk about the importance of it and why a listener may just want to have this at their desk at their home office. Yeah. They might want to have it at their office for water cooler talk or whatever it might be. But this is important because this is where a lot of our strategies come from.
We've talked about, we've done sessions on Roth conversions, we've done sessions on LERP, we've done sessions on trust planning, and everything is on here that if you look and you're like, well, I have a trust, right? And then you look and there's the trust tax bracket. Oh man, our trust generated $12,000 in income. How much am I going to have to pay on that?
Yeah, so for the listeners that can't see and listeners that on YouTube as well, on here on one side is obviously the tax brackets, right? So right away, just a visual to see how close you are to your next tax bracket.
Yeah.
Very important, and it gives you the rates of each tax bracket: married, single, head of household. All the different filings that you could possibly do, and then that bottom section you were referring to is a little separate table for trusts.
Yep.
Right, and we know trusts have a very poor efficiency when it comes to taxes.
Yeah, that's not good.
So maybe you're a trustee on an account and there's money being earned in that, and you need to know, like, hey, if I go over XYZ dollars, in this case, for the year, if you go over $14,450, you're in a 37% bracket based on 2023.
Yeah. Right?
So there's one tool or one section we have. Other things. What are some other things that we find on here? Child tax credits.
Yeah.
Did you miss out on that?
Or what's my standard deduction, right?
Yep.
If I'm single or if I'm married, if I'm not filing married separate, right? It's going to tell me what my deduction is, and a couple people, they'll call me and they'll say, hey, my CPA said such and such, I should be itemizing, and it's like, well, are you going to itemize more than $27,700?
For most people, no.
Right? Most people that do not run a business, they won't be able to find those kind of itemizations, right?
Yeah, and these aren't meant to take the place of a good CPA,
right?
And that's why we network with them.
Quick hit chart.
But these are great little charts that you can, I say little, but little charts that you can refer to. So if you have a question on how much can I gift for my gift tax exclusion for the year?
Yep.
These are updated every year, and we put these out for our clients and for prospects alike. Some of the other popular sections that we fall very heavily on is the required minimum distribution table.
RMD, yeah, Uniform Lifetime Required Minimum Distribution.
Yep, and it gives you on there, it gives you your calculation. So if you wanted to, manually, you could go in and figure out what your
how much am I going to have to take this year?
Yeah, exactly, right? And that's good to know. And then above that is actually my favorite because it's the most forgotten, and that's your Medicare adjustment.
The MAGI.
So
the MAGI.
Yeah, right on there. It shows you where that MAGI is, so to speak, right? Where that amount is before your Medicare premiums start going up.
Let's do some quick math, right? Let's have a little fun with this. I'm a 74-year-old retiree. I have a pension of $150,000 between my spouse and I. I have $1.4 million in my traditional IRA. So 75 What's my conversion chart tell me I'm going to have to take out?
Yep. So we're going to go on here, and it's going to say 24.6.
That's the multiplier,
yeah,
right?
That's the divider. So we're not gonna take out 24%.
24%.
We're going to take our balance and divide it by 24.6, and that's going to tell us how much we have to take out.
So my income plus that number might put my Part B premium at $428 a month.
Yeah, from 164
Right.
or less.
Because between 94 and 194 for joint, it's only 164.
Yeah.
But if you take into account my RMD, oh boy, my income just went up significantly as a joint couple. Now my Part B premium just went up $300 a month. A car payment.
Yeah.
That's a car payment.
Yep. Well, and imagine being able to look at the table, and you're taking out a large lump sum, and you say, hey, you know what? If I take out 10 grand less from my IRA and move it to my non-retirement, I can make sure my Medicare premiums don't go up for the next couple of years.
Yeah, no, it's
so
smart.
these are nice little tables to have. Also on here, it goes over some Social Security stuff, taxes on Social Security. It talks about
Well, it tells you what your minimum, your maximum contributions are. So here's a cool situation, right? Let's say we're in the middle of the tax year. It's 2022, right? Last year, and I realize halfway through the year, what's my married filing joint Roth phase out? Oh man, it's $228,000. So what if I made $250,000 last year, but I still contributed to a Roth?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
You're over.
I got it now. We got to go back. We got to recharacterize the contribution. So it's a really cool little fact chart, and we want people to call in.
Yep.
So if you're watching this, pick up the phone and dial the magic number.
Magic number 844-444-YTYM.
And if you do and you call that number, you're going to talk to the man behind the camera. His name is Matt Byers. He is bald, but he's not good looking like me. He will definitely take your call, and he will get you one of these fact sheets out in the mail.
Yeah, so you have a nice hard copy of it. You'll be able to have it. You'll be having it as reference. And then we can also get you on the list so that we can make sure you get them each year.
Critical piece.
Something that we enjoy giving out to clients. And, there are a lot of clients that just choose one section and that's it.
Right.
And that's fine. But with that resource and having it available at home, it does spur on some additional conversations in there.
Sure.
On here as well, one sector is health savings accounts.
HSAs.
How much can you put in? Who can add? That type of stuff.
What's my Medicare deductible?
Yep.
Right.
Do you have long-term care insurance? What is a deductible? So this is a nice, we call cheat sheet. That gets updated every year based on the new tax laws. Secure Act 2.0 just recently came out.
Yep.
And those numbers are reflected into these cheat sheets, so to speak. So
great opportunity, man.
Yeah, I think a great simple episode, but one that we can find value to. So once again, call 844-444-YTYM. Talk to Matt Byers, get him some information so that we can get these out to you. As always, like and subscribe. Very important part of our series is like and subscribe. And you can reach us at that number as well for appointments, reviews, or anything else that you might have in your needs. And we're located at 43 British American Boulevard, Latham, New York, 12110. And as always, it's your time
and your money.